boom, 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 boom.
God Daddy's in the building, broadcasting live from a few parts unknown. Joining me on the sticks, he's that bad dad of COD. You might know him as Muscle V, but we know him as Dixie.
Yo, yo.
And our associate producer, and head of sales, the scariest Jew in Jewville. He is Boo Radley.
Booyakasha.
And you can feel free to ask me anything, for I am your king of COD. I am Jeeves, and I welcome you to another edition of Call of Daddy 2. We got a big old night of Wrestlemania 38 to discuss, but before we get into any of that, Muscle V, why don't you remind us what happened last time?
Last time on COD Daddies, our heroes finished off Restaurant Week by talking dessert. The heroes discussed their dessert habits, with Pantsman eating Aldi dark chocolate, Muscle V eating milk chocolate with almonds, Boo eats cookies and donuts, and Jeeves eating anything labeled a dessert. The heroes discussed their top 3 desserts, with the top desserts being lemon bars, chocolate cream pie, Oreo cookies and cream cheesecake, and finally Domino's lava cake. Continuing on to Kill Battle 3, called Wrath, the score stands as follows, with Muscle V at 10 and Jeeves at 13. With the snipers, we do have some movement here. Muscle V has 29, Jeeves has 33, Switchback has 1, and Daddy-O has 0.5. Let's follow the heroes as they continue their adventure.
I can't believe in the whole recap you didn't mention how we talked about pizza for so much.
It's not
Not a
part
single
of
mention
desserts.
of pizza.
Not a single mention of pizza.
That's right. If you haven't listened to episode 26, we talked desserts and mostly pizza. I highly recommend you go back and listen. It was a lot of fun. And all of us are insane. We all did horrible, except you, Boo, weirdly enough.
Yeah. I had a good week. Food was my week last week, so I'm cool
You
with
did have
it.
a good week, which makes sense. You
Yeah.
did pick the week, but still, you did
Yeah.
well. All right, should we
Yeah.
address the elephant in the room up front?
WrestleMania?
Why would that be an elephant in the room?
Talking about
The
Logan
Ukrainian
Paul.
conflict? Yeah, Logan Paul.
No, any other final guesses?
Pat McAfee.
No, we should keep doing this till we guess. Um, um,
We might need to
the
fill time, so just keep it rolling.
The weather.
the
weather.
Exxon Valdez issue of 1989, whatever year it
Yeah,
was.
that definitely. It was definitely not that. It's newer than that, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was 93. Um, let's see, taxation without representation.
Oh, that's the
That's
worst.
way old.
The
You went
worst.
way too old.
You
Well,
said
what
elephant
country?
in the room.
Okay. I'll spoil alert it for you. This is the first episode that we're missing our executive producer. Can you guys believe that?
What?
That's right.
No, I can believe it. I can believe it.
Is he sick?
Well, Boo, I'm gonna task you because normally we get to do this for you. Where do you think Pantsman is tonight?
Oh, I know exactly where Pantsman is.
Okay.
He's in the Wisconsin Dells.
Is a follow-up question. Is that a thing? And what do you do in the Dells of Wisconsin?
It's got the most amount of theme parks per scale capita in that area, in the Wisconsin Dells. That's
That
where he is.
cannot possibly be true.
No, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Is that a real stat?
I'm about to send it to you guys to prove it.
Okay, great. That has to be where he is because, of course, it's his birthday. Well, it was his birthday over the weekend. So tonight we celebrate that. And in what other better fashion than combining that with his favorite sport, pro wrestling? We're doing WrestleMania 38 and his birthday. This is a lot to cover for one night. Do you think we got it in us?
I think we do. I think we got it.
Now, Boo, you probably know Pantsman best. Is there any other better way to honor him than talking about his favorite event of the whole entire year?
I mean, probably if we talked about turkey sandwiches, that would make a little more sense. But sure, why not?
Why are those mutually exclusive? You can eat a turkey sandwich while watching WrestleMania, no problem. In fact, now you can do it 2 nights in a row.
You can actually have multiple turkey sandwiches since it's so long.
It's so long. Yeah, that's right. So Muscle V, you watched, I think, all of it, right?
I did watch all of it.
You,
Yes.
you've watched 36 hours of wrestling, which is why we didn't get moved very much forward with Kill Battle over the weekend.
Yeah,
Uh,
it felt like it was 50 hours.
and no, I tried to text this to you a number of times. You don't have to watch all of it. No one made you do that.
What do you mean you have to watch all of it? It's the
You,
only
you
thing
can
on TV. There's nothing else on TV.
you can pick and choose. You can come in and out.
You
Uh,
can't.
you you can watch it later and fast forward, save yourself a boatload of time.
If you come in and out, you may miss something good.
Again, though, but you could just then go back and watch it.
Nope, can't. It's all live TV.
It it is at first, I guess. Is it? I don't even know. Is it live TV?
I mean, I think so. I
Who
wasn't
knows
there, so
nowadays?
yeah, I don't know.
You guys have never been to a Rumble or a WrestleMania, right?
No, that's accurate.
You've been to a shitload of pay-per-views. How about you, Boo? Have you been to any shows?
I've only been to 2 wrestling shows my whole life. So I have not been to a WrestleMania or anything like that.
And none of those were with us, right? So what wrestling shows did you go to?
I went to a Monday Nitro in 2000 no, it was 1999, 98, and then I went to a Raw like 4 years ago.
Which one did you like better?
Oh, Nitro was the best. You can't go better than Nitro.
So you're saying the wrong guys won the Monday Night Wars.
No, when I went to the Raw, I was in like the second row, so that was pretty cool.
That is
Yeah.
those are like really expensive tickets, aren't they?
Yeah, they were not cheap.
Why were you in the second row of Raw?
This this guy I worked with, he had a friend who was trying to become a professional wrestler, and so he bought all these tickets, but the guy had no money, so he had to sell the tickets like pretty cheap. So we got a pretty good rate.
He knows he could have sold it for face value at least.
I think he did it with it was like something like he did it with the wrestling promoter he knew to like know he was selling them. It was like a really convoluted story that made no sense.
Yeah, that made no sense. What the fuck are you talking about?
So yeah, I have
Yeah,
these $500
so
seats, but I'll sell it to you for $30.
well, first off, it was more like these $800 seats. I'll sell it to you for not quite $800, but not 30.
So you don't think you overpaid for something you don't care that much about?
I mean,
How
I
about this?
definitely
Would you do it again?
yeah,
Same
of
deal?
course, but my comment would be that anytime you go to any sporting event, you're definitely overpaying for it. Like there's no
That's
like
not
reasonably priced tickets. Any ticket is
false.
super expensive now.
False. Me and Muscle V went to so many games for like $8
Well, that was the
as
Cavs
as
post
adults.
LeBron.
Yes, it was the very dour Cavaliers after they lost all of their talent except for Kyrie Irving and Dion Waiters.
Yeah,
But we got to see basically the entire league. It was amazing.
yeah. We saw Kevin Durant. We saw Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and many more for I think a combined total of $40. It's great.
You got to see Blake Griffin.
Yeah,
When he was good. It was like that
it was
2 year
the
stretch
Clippers.
where that was
Oh,
exciting.
when he was on the Clippers, not the Pistons.
Yeah,
Yes, or whatever team he's on now. Still the Nets, hopefully.
I think I released.
Yeah,
him.
but I don't think his career's over.
That's
He's
what
just
I thought. I thought that like 6 years ago.
he just dates really attractive women now.
So is his career over, or is it just begun?
No, he's still on the Nets. He is still active on the Nets.
All right. Well, anyway, back to the task at hand, because again, I'm sure there's no better way to honor Pantsman than to talk about sports the entirety of the night, especially pro wrestling. So you guys watched it? You watched both nights of WrestleMania? Boo? I know Muscle V, you did.
Yep.
So Boo, you covered it all, right? Boo?
Yeah, I watched part of it. Yeah, I watched part. You cut out on my end for a little bit.
Oh, okay. You told us you want to do a quick recap, right? So why don't you go ahead and do you've got 2 minutes. Do your best WrestleMania 38 recap.
Sure. So night one saw the start of the really probably going to be a very dominant era of women's wrestling as Belair won, and she is very very good. She's probably the second or probably the second or third top female right now. Um, so it's very exciting for
Who did she
her.
wrestle? Are you gonna say that?
Um, I just assumed everyone knows that she wrestled the Queen of Ireland.
Oh yeah, B Lynch.
But she beat Becky Lynch in a pretty good match. It was a long match for a women's match.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they had
Um,
2 days. They had to fill 2 days of.
Correct. And then night one. Here's my issue with the ending of night one. It was the KO show for Steve Austin, and with Steve Austin as a guest. But the whole, I mean, Muscle
What do
B,
you
let me
mean?
know if you just what?
He wasn't a guest. He was wrestling.
No, he was supposed to be a
No,
special guest.
special guest.
Oh,
And you kind of ruined my thing because I was going to say it was very obvious that it was going to turn into a match.
I
The
didn't
second
know that.
the second he started like fixing his knee
Yeah,
stuff
yes,
at the beginning
exactly.
of getting
It
into the
was.
ring, yeah.
It actually makes it funnier. Jeeves, that you didn't even realize it was not supposed to be a match. It was advertised as just him being on the KO show, but it was very obvious that it was going to be a match.
Yeah, of course. That's okay. Yeah, I didn't know that at all. My bad.
Yeah, and so night two, again, everyone knows that I'm a huge Pat McAfee guy, but that whole thing was so obvious what was going to happen there as
Yeah.
well too.
I don't know
Um,
what you're talking about. I literally only know about the KO thing.
so Austin Theory wrestled Pat McAfee. Austin Theory is being mentored by Vince McMahon.
Wait, what? Pat McAfee wrestled?
Yeah.
Yes. Um,
What?
which
How
yeah,
do you not
which
know this
also
as a wrestling fan?
yeah, I really thought you knew more about this. I would have done
We
more.
Do you know how I celebrated last night's WrestleMania? We watched the Rumble. We finally
What?
did our Rumble bet.
On WrestleMania?
Oh,
Yeah, on WrestleMania. Instead of watching WrestleMania, we watched whatever it was, probably the 35th Royal Rumble or whatever.
so interesting. So uh,
I watched the ending to the KO Stone Cold match.
so McAfee beat Austin Theory, but Vince McMahon was on the sidelines as his like helping him out, and then Vince McMahon got in the ring and then wrestled Pat McAfee and beat Pat McAfee.
I mean,
To what end?
he beat the shit out
Why?
of Pat McAfee, but also Austin Theory
He
did all
did.
the work.
Yeah,
What?
it was the whole thing.
So is Pat McAfee becoming a wrestler? I thought he was the
No,
commentator.
Yeah.
no, it was just like a special thing. Now, the one thing I do think was pretty
Then what the
cool.
fuck's the point of Vince McMahon beating him up? Other than it's kind of fun.
No, the whole point is he's showing Austin Theory how to be like a good wrestler. He's like mentoring Austin Theory. Um,
There's no era of wrestling where that makes any sense.
but wait, you only gave me 2 minutes and you're stealing all my time.
Yeah,
Um,
well, I don't really need that much of an update.
but the one part I thought actually was cool in Muscle B is I like what they're doing with Edge and his storyline. So he beat AJ Styles and he beat it because Damian Priest helped him, and it sounds like him and Damian Priest are creating a stable together, which kind of sounds pretty cool.
What's the combined age for Edge and AJ Styles? Like 200? They're fucking both
Um,
I
old.
think 250.
Well,
Forget Vince McMahon. Like he's ancient.
you know what? Edge is not as old as you would think.
He has to be. He was he was in the Monday Night Wars as we were discussing.
He's
I'm pretty
he's
sure he was
only
born in the
40.
30s.
He's only 48,
That's very old.
That can't be right.
and AJ Styles is only 44,
Okay. Great.
so it's fine.
Their combined age is very close to 100.
Totally fine.
You did miss that day one WrestleMania went too long that they couldn't have the New Day match.
Yeah, they had to move it to the second day. Yeah.
Is that like a joke thing or like they actually went too long?
No, they actually went too long.
Yeah, they went too long.
How what? What was the New Day match supposed to be?
It was New Day
That
versus
also was
Sheamus and some other dude, Ridge or whatever. his name
Ridge
is.
Holland.
Ridge Holland.
Ridge Holland.
Who I
Yeah.
now know after watching the Rumble.
Wait, did you guys watch Raw? What just happened on Raw earlier tonight?
No.
Why would I have done that? I told
This
you I
is-
didn't watch WrestleMania. Why would I have watched Raw?
This is really stupid. Elias came back, but he shaved and he now goes by Ezekiel, and he's telling people he's Elias's brother.
What?
That sounds like some shit you would do.
100%.
I loved Elias. He was good.
Yeah, now it's Ezekiel.
Okay. Well, I loved Ezekiel, I guess.
Um, okay, halftime score in the men's basketball championship.
Oh, are you
Um,
still doing your sports update?
North Carolina is beating Kansas by 15 at halftime. The score is 40-25.
You told me you were going to do a very serious sports update. What happened to that?
That was all very serious. Wrestling is a very serious sport.
I thought you meant like intense, like you were going to incite emotion, not just again vaguely tell me what happened.
I thought people were going to start crying when I told them about Vince McMahon beating Pat McAfee.
You prefaced it with it was very stupid and I knew it was going to happen.
Well, I knew it was going to happen. Our average fan is not a wrestling savant like I am.
It's fine, but why would someone cry after that?
Because they're so upset about how stupid wrestling's been.
Okay, let's break this up. Muscle V, why don't you hit us with an early ad?
All right, 1 second.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
No, never is. And if you could take all day, that would be perfect.
I had to get the score so we can get the score right. All right. With spring around the corner, what better way to shed your winter weight than going to the gym or going for a run? Or if you can't run, then walk. Maybe play a little tennis or just toss a ball to your dog. With all of the fun spring weather, you need a reliable top to handle your spring adventures. You may have seen those Muscle V neck shirts around the gym and wondered, man, where can I get a shirt like that? Well, that's simple. MuscleV.com, of course. Our Muscle Vs come in all sizes and 21 different colors. Come buy yours today so you can also look as fashionable as everybody else.
Thank you, Muscle V.
You're welcome.
I didn't know we were pitching the fashion angle now. I kind of thought we were serious muscle, but that's cool. I'm good with that.
I mean, you gotta look fashionable at the gym.
That's true. That's most of being at the gym, isn't it?
It's all about fashion.
All right. Well, before we get into our main segment for the evening, I did ask you guys to prepare a couple of sports bets around Pantsman. We won't do the full thing, but I just want to hear a couple of what you guys had in mind. So, Boo, what was your favorite sports bet you came up that involved Pantsman?
My favorite sports bet is that he could name more than 5 NBA players.
Active?
Active.
You could definitely name 5 is a pretty good number.
Yeah, I don't think so. I am not convinced.
Oh, that's pretty good. We'll have to ask him when he gets back on.
Yeah.
You don't think he would hit that? So you'd put it at 4.5?
Yes, I would put it at 4.5. Correct.
And you would take the under.
Correct.
No, that's come on. Because there's like pop culture guys. He was at.
Is there
like,
right now?
We went to the Cavs final thing. Like he should be able to name at least 2 of them.
It's been a long time since he probably watched any basketball.
Yeah. Like I don't think he knows who. I mean, this is a pretty popular guy. I don't think he knows who Carmelo Anthony is.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's not. He's not currently popular.
I mean, he's
Like
having one of his best seasons.
Is that true? Is he still?
Yes.
I didn't even know he's still
Yes.
playing. Oh my god.
He's on the Lakers. He's
Why
having
would
a great season.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's fun, dude. The NBA is so weird. I can't keep up with it. If you don't pay attention for like 4 days now, it's like, oh, this guy's on this team. I didn't know that.
And you're telling me you think Pantsman can name 5 basketball players currently?
You know what? Now that I'm thinking, that's probably that might be too high. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was thinking he can name LeBron and Kyrie easily.
I don't think he can do Kyrie. I don't think he can do
He
Kyrie.
do LeBron.
Absolutely
He do LeBron.
not. He can do LeBron.
He was such a big moment of that finals. That's why I'm thinking he could do
No,
that.
he do LeBron.
There's no way he. Yeah.
Steph Curry's Gotta be in pop culture, right?
No, I don't. First off, you really think our friend Pantsman knows enough about pop culture to know who Steph Curry is?
I think so. You know what? Now that I'm saying it, you're right. He has no fucking idea, does he? What
No,
what about Durant?
no, I don't think he knows who Kevin Durant is.
So I will say that Pantsman did go to a Bulls game once, and he did not know a single player on the Bulls.
And the Bulls have some.
I don't currently know anyone on the Bulls.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you
I haven't
do.
been paying attention. I'm sure I know the people. I'm just saying I couldn't tell you who's on it right now.
How about DeMar DeRozan?
I did
Zachary
not what
Levine.
I did well, okay. I knew Levine, I guess, but I wouldn't have known that. Like I just no wait, I didn't know that.
Lonzo Ball?
You
I
got
didn't
Lonzo
know that
Ball.
either. Oh my god, really?
Where have you been?
I told you I didn't pay attention for an off season, and now I don't know anyone. Actually, I wasn't too involved last year with our daughter being born and stuff. And then off season, I just never caught up. I plan to at some point. I plan to get caught up on it and hockey, and I'm not just haven't done it yet. Relax. Apparently, Westbrook's no good on the Lakers. I don't know. Things are crazy now. Okay. In fact, last year was crazy. When the Suns almost won. Like after not making the playoffs for what ever, maybe ever.
Now
Yeah.
they have the best record in the league. They're going to
Yeah.
be the 1 seed in the West.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to keep up with that? It is sad. I used to be able to name, I think, at least every starter in the league, and now I think I'd get, I don't know, maybe 50%. Oh, what a fall! All right, Muscle V, what was your favorite Pantsman sports bet?
That I came up with?
Why? No, what's your favorite that someone else came up with?
Oh, that somebody else came up with. Okay. Um, now are we?
You couldn't name 5 basketball players.
Yeah. Are we counting ping pong as a sport?
Sure, of course. Why not? It's in the Olympics.
All right. I think that if Pantsman was to play ping pong against average players, he would win at least one game.
So you're saying you think he is below average but barely? Is that what I'm reading?
I don't know.
I,
What,
I'm
are,
gonna,
what
s-
are you
I'm
trying
gonna
to
say,
say?
I'm gonna say he'll win at least one game out of
Out
5.
of
Yeah,
a set? Out of a whole set?
No. Like if he was to play 5 complete games, he would
Right,
win.
which
He
is
First
would
what I
off,
win
would call
one.
a set. That's the
can,
definition
can
of a
I
set.
can I say something? I have seen Pantsman play ping pong, and I'm
Yeah, he's
pretty
pretty
sure
good.
he's pretty good at it. Like he
Yeah,
can
he's
definitely beat you.
No,
Muscle
yeah.
first
V.
off, I played against him
Yeah.
and I beat him
Is that
easy.
are you just saying that? When
No,
did this happen?
we did play and I did beat him
When and where?
when we were in Florida.
Were you hammered?
I think we all were.
Well, I mean that affects. Are you saying the average person when hammered?
Okay, the bet is that he would win one game out of 5 against
Yeah.
an average ping pong player.
But it does sound like the bet isn't that he would win 2 out of 5.
I would take that bet. I think he would beat an average ping pong player.
More than
Right.
once.
Yeah, again, is the bet like he would win 1.5 games out of 5?
No, he would win
And
one game. So if
right,
he wins
right.
more,
So you're saying at least one.
yes.
I would take that with everyone I know.
Yeah.
That's how average works. Who wouldn't you take that bet with?
Someone who's good at ping pong.
Why wouldn't you take that? That would be free money. What are you talking about?
No,
Now I'm so confused, Muscle V. What are you trying?
Who do you know that you would say I don't think you can win 1 out of 5 games against an average ping pong player?
You to start off with.
What? You think I'm so bad at ping pong I can't win 1 out of 5 against an average ping pong player?
I think so.
I could first of all whoop your ass hammered, even if you were sober or vice versa. It don't matter.
I'm game.
I'm fine at.
I'm game.
I'm good enough at ping pong. Fuck off.
Okay.
Second of all, your bet's insane. Why would Why wouldn't you take that bet?
Okay,
So,
what?
so my question is, do you think he would win 2 out of 5? Would you take that bet?
I think he will win exactly 1.
See, that's what I asked the first time.
That's what I said. I said 1.
No, you like roundabout didn't say yeah. Okay. So if the line was 1.5, you would take the under. If the line was a half, you would take the over.
Yeah.
And no one would make that bet because it's fucking crazy. How do you assess how do you assess an average ping pong player?
Somebody that plays occasionally, I guess.
What are you calling occasionally?
Like more than never.
What?
Like I would say we don't play ping pong, right?
Yeah.
So are you calling yourself average at ping pong?
I mean, yeah, out of hubris, probably. I don't know. I have to assume that at least half the world didn't play ping pong. And I got a leg up. So I guess I should only count it for people that have played ping pong ever, right?
Yeah.
I gotta be at least average. People are horrible at stuff. People are like very, very bad. Plus, like we used to have a ping pong table at work.
And how'd you do?
It was average.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't have a ping pong table at where you work now?
No, I at one point my whole goal in life was to have a ping pong table at my house. And now that we got a house, I'm like, that's all right.
It's not that exciting, right? You think about that kind of stuff, you're like, do I really need that in my house? It takes up a lot of space.
Well, now that I don't have, now that people don't like come over regularly, what the fuck do I need a ping? Me and Lil Fuse aren't just gonna be going back and forth while the baby's asleep.
Ping pong tables take up a lot of room.
I always wanted it for beer pong, like when you're playing it with the paddles.
Yeah, I broke a lot of those in high school.
How would you say
Paddles?
Pantsman would do at
Oh,
beer pong out of 5 matches?
You're talking the ping pong version of beer pong?
The beer pong version of beer pong, the one we
Well,
played in college.
we know he's good at beer pong. He's
yeah.
weirdly good at it.
No, he could be on, he could be off.
Actually, Boo, you don't know that. We got super into beer pong after you left.
I know, but I've heard you guys say this 1,000 times.
True.
But the thing with Pantsman and everything, like, he's not consistent in anything he does. So he might be good at beer pong one day and then terrible the next.
Yes, that is 100% true. It definitely he's also mood dependent.
Yeah. Also, if he's had more than like a drink, he might be terrible at it.
No, he's got more than a drink, but when he drops off, yeah, he loses any ability to use his limbs. I'm not sure what that is. He definitely like is a ragdoll drunk in a way. Not drunk, when he's like blackout in a way that I just don't ever get. Okay, my bet was I think he could win a 30-man Royal Rumble. Having just watched the Rumble. First of all, he's gonna hang, like he's gonna figure out the rules and he's gonna hang around the outside. And then he just really has to throw one guy over. He's spindly. Like he's got reach on a lot of guys.
You do know there's a strength aspect of it too, right?
No, you hit him with a low blow. There's no disqualification in the Rumble. Throw him over. It's actually a rule that isn't used nearly enough.
See, I think he's going to win, but I would think very differently. I don't think he's going to touch anybody to the absolute end when there's two people on the side, and they're about to be on the ropes, and he just pushes them both over.
The double push. Yeah.
I think that's the only physical contact he has the whole entire match.
So I think he may have trouble figuring out how to get into the ring, so he may not even qualify as a participant.
No, he's pretty tall. I think he can climb over the ropes.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
There's three of them though. I don't know if you can figure that out.
Do you think he's gonna get tied up in the ropes?
Yeah. or he might slip and fall underneath the ring.
That would be funny. I don't. Yeah, he's pretty coordinated, unless he's had 2 drinks in him.
By the way, for the record, if Pantsman was on this call, he would bring this up, and I would like to bring this up too. Why is Muscle B being so mean to Pantsman?
I'm not mean to Pantsman.
This is this is canon. Muscle B hates Pantsman. We've always known this.
He has no faith in anything Pantsman can do.
Yeah, you do seem to like you don't recognize that he's physically capable again, unless he's had 3 drinks, in which case, yeah, he is useless.
Okay, you're talking about him winning a Rumble.
No, again, mostly like Boo said, Boo had actually a better version of it, but yeah, he's definitely not beating 30 guys up. I'm not saying that. But to hang out he's crafty. He can do a push. You don't think he can do a solid push?
I don't think he can do a push. Okay, against who? Who would he beat? Like, who would be the guy that he
Adam.
would push?
Well, so this was easy. This was Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre. For some reason,
so he's beating one of those two.
For some reason, at any point did it look like Drew McIntyre was going to win. I have no idea why they booked it the way they did. But on a normal year, there's at least one moment in the Rumble where the 2 guys are on the outside, and that's when he would strike. Did you guys both watch the Rumble? It was absolutely an abomination.
Yeah.
It was not interesting. I don't really. Yeah, I just.
Although Bad Bunny was super fun.
He's really interesting, so it makes it better.
He had to be. He was in the Rumble for way too long. It was awesome. Whereas Knoxville was fun, but not in the Rumble for very long. Okay, you guys got any good? You got any other good sports bets involving Pantsman? Boo.
I think my only other one would be that Pantsman could finish a marathon.
What? Given how much training, because those are very difficult.
No training. He could just get out there and finish a marathon.
Pantsman, who's I don't think ever run a day in his life. There's no goddamn way he could finish a marathon.
Okay,
yeah,
he can walk it. I think he can walk it.
Oh, you just mean physically finish the distance.
Yeah, I think he could physically finish a marathon.
You have to finish within like the same day for it to count, I think.
Yeah, they usually have a time limit. It's usually like between 5 and 6 hours, I think. I think he can do it.
How many miles is a marathon?
What,
26.2.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a fast walker, but
yeah,
that's a lot of walking.
That's a lot of walking, yeah.
I don't know. He can do it.
Absolutely fucking not. Are you crazy? That would take forever.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing this.
How long do you think it takes you to walk a mile?
I have one more.
Oh no, answer the question first.
What? How long do you think it would take him to walk a mile?
No. How long do you think it takes you to walk a mile?
Walk a mile? I mean,
yes.
I know how long it takes me to run a mile, but walk a mile, I could probably walk a mile in, I don't know, 10, 12 minutes.
You can't walk a mile in 12 minutes. Are you walking?
Yes,
you're not walking.
can.
No, you're not walking fast. You're like doing your normal pace.
I still could run it a mile's not that long. You could probably walk it in 12 to 15 minutes at the most.
But that's if you're going
20,
fast.
Yeah, when you're doing 20.
You're gonna slow down.
I think, first off, you got to think he's going to run part of it. He's not going to walk the whole entire time.
He probably walks. He runs
with no training. Yeah, with no training, he's not running.
He's still got 23 miles to go after he's done with his run portion.
No, it's the opposite. He would run 20 miles and only have to walk 3. I have all the faith in Pantsman to be able to do this.
You have way too much faith in him. All right, we'll come back to your last one first. What about you, Muscle? You got any other good Pantsman bets?
Let's go to Brad. All right, Boo. Let's go to Boo.
Okay. Boo, what do you got?
I mean, this goes against me having faith in Pantsman, this one, but I think he could get stunned by Stone Cold Steve Austin and not get up for hours.
What? What is your sports bet? Let me hear this. Boo.
Wait, me? I just said it.
Well, no, say like what it would be on the, when you go to place your money down.
I would
what would it read?
he could not get up from being stunned by Stone Cold Steve Austin for over an hour. He would just be passed out.
Okay, for 60 plus minutes. There's
They're definitely delaying the show, and Yuta and Sheamus are not wrestling after this one.
So what's your why are you making this better? Are you saying he's just gonna roll this into sleeping, or that he just will get so crushed by Stone Cold Stunner that he will just be dead for an hour plus?
I feel like with Pantsman, he'll just be so shocked that it happened. He'll be dead for an hour plus.
If you saw someone get stunned and they didn't move for 10 minutes, you know you have to take them to the hospital, right? You can't just let them lay there for another 55 minutes.
I mean, it is Pantsman. We know he gets startled easily, so that's part of it.
Oh, you think he's just gonna have shock? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
It's
okay.
just going to be out of shock that he won't be able to move.
And is that because he will wonder why this old guy that has shoddy knees just stunned him? Like, I don't think he. Do you think he can recognize Stone Cold?
Yeah, I think so.
That's got to be a dead split 50-50, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever seen a
Yeah,
picture
that's
of him.
fair.
So if an old guy just came up and hit you with the stunner, I guess you would be pretty stunned. You'd be like, "What the fuck's going on?" And why was that so effective? All right, so yeah, okay.
I was
You
gonna
can keep
say,
going.
how many beers do you think Pantsman can drink Stone Cold style?
That's a good question for anyone. That's a good way to measure someone. What were you saying, Boo?
I think 0. I don't think Pantsman would even want to do it that way.
Well, that's not the. I don't think that's. Is this gun to your head bet?
Sure.
Yeah, I think he would say, "No, I'm not doing that," and just walk away.
Say, I'm not wasting this Stone Cold Steve Austin beer.
That's actually the most accurate representation of Pantsman you could possibly have come up with.
Yeah, I just think that's why I can't impede him, because I just don't think he would do it. He'd be like, "This is stupid. I'm not doing that."
All right, I think you could reverse psychology him into taking at least one. I mean, obviously 2 Stone Cold style beers to the face, though. I think. Because if you challenge him and then like you act like he can't do it, I think he would step up and do it.
Yeah.
Not any of us 3. We'd have to get someone else to challenge him, but we can make it work.
I'm still not 100% convinced, but I hear you.
How many Stone Cold style beers do you think you can take, Boo?
24. I could do a whole 24 pack.
Do a whole case.
Yeah.
Knowing you might have tried. Have you tried?
Yeah, the only problem is we all know I'm not the most coordinated person in the world, so the beer does not go in the. Not much of the beer goes in the mouth.
I mean, that's the Stone Cold way, though.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I did hear someone, Stone Cold was on McAfee actually, and he was saying how like people would always say, "Oh, the way you do it, like you don't drink that much beer," and he said, he goes, "When you're doing 20, 30 beers, at some point you're getting pretty buzzed by the end, even if you're not getting all the beer there."
He did
too.
several cases this weekend.
Also, like he does drink way more of it than any normal human would, especially like he said, doing it every night too. Like, because of course everyone has to see him do that. Like, if you went into a show and he didn't do it, you'd be so bummed out.
Yeah.
Did you see he stunned McAfee while McAfee was like drinking the beer, and McAfee spit out the beer so hard?
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
That's the greatest stunner of them all is the having a beer stunner.
And McAfee was saying like they act like everything is planned, and it is, but sometimes they don't tell the wrestlers like right before. And he said like he like was walking by, and one of the producers, the cameraman, like whispered, "You're about to get stunned," and he's like, "What?"
Awesome. That would be. I mean, how cool would that be though? If there's something I don't need any training for, it's taking a stunner.
McAfee also said today, he's like, people don't talk about how much it hurts when he kicks you in the stomach.
Oh, that's amazing. Again, how great would that be?
You saw that he kicked, that Austin kicked Vince McMahon so hard he fell. And then Big Man, Austin had to catch McMahon. It was like really funny. And it clearly did not go the way it was planned, but it was still entertaining.
That's amazing. Fucking worth it, baby. Also, like, If there's someone who can just destroy Vince McMahon and have no consequences, it's Stone Cold.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, awesome. All right, so I have a sports bet. Have you guys dug deep into I think it's Netflix. No, it's Peacock. Have you guys watched Peacock yet?
Yeah, I love Peacock.
What
Have
on
you
Peacock?
have you seen the incredible game show based on the 80s classic Frogger?
Yeah, I've seen every episode.
No.
I've watched
Yes,
2 episodes.
it's
It's
terrible.
it's got a lot of problems. It does have
So
Damon
bad.
Wayans and Kyle Brandt, both of which who are great.
Yes,
Still, they could even Wayans, I think, could use some work. I like what Brandt's doing on the show, though.
it's just such a stupid concept.
I disagree entirely. I think it's terrible execution and bad format.
It's got
And they fast forward too much.
it should have been outside.
Yes, definitely. Well, that's really hard to do a show outside, but they should pretend like it's outside.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
clearly a soundstage.
well, yeah, but that's obviously they don't
Like,
hide that.
it should be like in traffic. Like it shouldn't like
I
they
do
should close everything.
Obviously, I don't think they should just run across the highway and get literally killed. That would be insane. But I do think that they could do the traffic obstacles way better. So anyway, Muscle V, it's a show that has the loose premise of the fact that Frogger the game once existed, and now they've turned it into like a Ninja Warrior style obstacle, more like a Wipeout style obstacle course.
Okay.
And they act like you're going to be doing the traditional Frogger level, and instead they've made up like these bastardized versions of Frogger levels with
Yeah,
like way too much money put into the sets for what they've come up with. But uh,
it's more based on like the characters in Frogger than the actual game of Frogger.
yeah, they've made some really weird choices, but
Very weird.
it is a game show, and it's like there's worse ways you could spend your streaming
I I
time.
also I also feel like they choose the worst competitors, like the most
Yeah,
annoying people.
yes, there's some horrible competitors. I only watched 2 episodes, but there was some horrible competitors for sure.
Do you have Peacock?
Our friend gave us her login, so
Oh, great.
hopefully someone we get on the show someday. Uh, anyway, so Pantsman would be fucking perfect for Frogger. He's the right length. He's the right seriousness level, which is not max. And people have described him as Froggy plenty of times in the past.
So I agree and disagree at the same time. I agree with the
Okay.
fact I think Pantsman will be great for the show. I think he would do a really good job. There is no way he'd be okay, as you called it, with this bastardized version of Frogger. Like he's such a traditionalist when it comes to games like that. There's no way he'd be into that.
Yeah, I know. As a huge video game buff in his own right, which is why he's agreed to do this show, of course. Uh, the integrity of Frogger is absolutely something he would legitimately like stand his ground on.
Very much so.
But he loves Damon Wayans, I assume. So, you know, that's probably a wash.
There's no way he knows who Kyle Brandt is.
No, there's no. I had to look up who he was. I was like, I've definitely seen this guy, the Good Morning Football guy.
Yeah, he was on Real World Chicago.
I was about to say, do you know how he got his start? And yeah, it's apparently
Yeah,
the real. Apparently, that can turn you into a career. Who knew?
yeah, he's one of the more famous. Well, I guess the Miz is probably the most
Yeah, I was gonna say
famous.
the
But
Miz.
yeah,
Yeah, but like going into pro wrestling makes way more sense than becoming a host of various TV shows. He's done really well with that.
and of course I know this. He was on Days of Our Lives for a couple years.
I did see that in his Wikipedia,
Yeah.
which is super confusing, no matter who you are.
Yes.
I don't know why anyone would be on that show. I definitely don't know how the real world guy gets cast to that show.
He went from the real world to I said that weird. He went from the real
The real
world
world.
to
Can't even
a
imitate that.
to a soap opera to Good Morning Football
Yeah,
to
super
Frogger
crazy.
to Frogger.
Super crazy career.
Yeah.
Good work by him, though. Also, boon for real world. It gives you a reason to possibly go on it and just do nothing but embarrass yourself for what I think is no prize money. I have no idea what.
No prize money.
Yeah, just is that real?
Yeah.
Oh, I just got killed by a guy on the roof. All right. Any other sports bets about Pantsman?
Think
I
that's
assume
all?
not. Great. Well, boo. Normally we would have done this a little sooner. Why don't you go ahead and dish out a sweet, sweet producer award? Also, Muscle V,
Okay.
were you playing? Were you playing this round?
No, I took a break.
Good idea.
Um, clearly I had to go with the WrestleMania award. So for the Logan Paul award for showing up and probably getting paid way too much money and doing nothing goes to Logan Paul, because only Logan Paul would win an award named after himself.
Sounds about right.
How much did Logan Paul pay us to dish that award to him?
Oh, I don't as the head of sales, I don't think I know what's on this.
We had for a long time a segment booked where it would be Muscle V mansplaining Logan Paul because apparently he's obsessed with him.
No, they're actually very annoying.
Well, I don't remember why I thought you were obsessed with them, but you were absolutely infatuated with them.
No, no, it actually all started because of WrestleMania, because Muscle V wrote in the group chat, "How come Logan Paul is wrestling at WrestleMania?" And that's how it all
No, that
started.
was today. No, this was like this. I had this segment like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, it was. They announced Logan Paul was wrestling like over a month ago, and that's what Muscle V was asking me in
Oh,
the
so
group
Muscle
chat.
V,
Yeah, that's
do you
probably
just
right.
send that
Yeah,
text out at like once a month?
Yeah,
yeah.
every month on the dot.
They
Uh,
they announced Logan Paul was wrestling like very early into WrestleMania season.
I mean, why would you keep that a secret?
I didn't think anyone cared, and then the Miz kind of like not turned on him, but like yeah, like I don't know, it was really stupid. Like the match was over, and the Miz found it necessary to hit him, but like the fans were not into it. No one seemed to care.
You also missed the Johnny Knoxville match as well in your recap, by the way.
I didn't even watch it. I heard it was actually pretty entertaining, but I haven't even watched it.
It was okay.
I mean, Knoxville's
I
a very entertaining guy.
I heard that Wee Man came out and Wee Man
Yeah,
slammed Sami Zayn.
Oh,
it was actually pretty funny. Some of the stuff they did.
does
Yeah, I heard it
Sami
was
Zayn
entertaining.
still look hella homeless?
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually kind of entertaining though. He really has made his character work. Gotta give him credit.
Love Sami Zayn. Huge Sami Zayn fan. But
Yeah.
like seeing him in the Rumble, I was like, this guy legitimately looks like a hobo. Like this is crazy.
What do you guys think of the Happy Corbin story?
I don't get it.
I he's
Can you briefly explain it?
Yeah, so
it's
apparently
so stupid.
he was like down in the dumps. He lost his wife or his girlfriend, whatever it was. Like he looked like trash. And then he went to Vegas, I guess, and he won all this money, and now he's like super rich. So that's why
So
he's
stupid.
Happy Corbin.
Boo, this is your actual dream.
Except he's so annoying. So I
So are
can't remember if
you. It's
I
perfect.
can't, I can't remember if we've ever talked about this, but he was a football player. He played for the Colts, and he wasn't a great football player. And I don't think he's that great of a wrestler. I'm not a big fan of his.
I don't think that's a controversial opinion, right? Pretty much everyone thinks that.
Yeah.
Some people, yeah. I mean, do you remember him when he was on the Colts? Jeeves.
I do not. I don't think he played, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. He was O line, right?
he,
Or D line?
It
um,
doesn't look like an O lineman, I'll tell you that much.
No,
no, he lost a lot of weight.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
big.
yeah, he looked completely different.
I mean, O line different? That's like different body shape.
You don't remember uh, um his you might know him by his real name,
Uh, Who?
Robert Mathis.
I do know that name.
I'm just kidding. Robert Mathis is a big black guy.
Was
I was
I
just
was gonna
kidding.
say he's like really good, right?
Yeah. Um, uh, Baron Corbin
That'd be crazy.
he was an offensive guard.
Really?
Yeah.
He's skinnied up very good. Good for you, Happy Corbin. No wonder you're so happy. I can't believe you can go from being like an NFL O lineman to looking like that. Honestly.
Well, they do
Yeah,
always point out if you have a gambling problem, call this number. But then they show Happy Corbin winning all this money, so I don't think anybody has a gambling problem.
Oh, this game
I got a
is such
winning
a great
problem.
game.
Yeah, I win too much money.
What a problem. Speaking of having sports betting problems, who'd you bet on tonight, Boo?
I have again. We've already said this on here. I still have never bet on a sporting event, so I did
Wait,
not bet
what?
on this. Yeah, I've never
Wait,
bet on sports. I've never.
I'm pretty sure when we were
really?
in Vegas, you bet on sports.
Is
No,
this
I've never
is
bet on
this so that
sports.
you don't get into the is so you don't want to get kept out of any Hall of Fames just to be
No,
safe?
yeah, I've never been on sports. I have been on sports in Vegas, Muscle B. No, I've just never had any
I
interest in betting on sports. I'm not
yeah,
one of
I
those
think
people that need to.
What did you
we
bet
both
on
did,
when
right?
we were there? Yeah, I thought you
We
placed
No, I
both
bets.
did.
didn't. No, I didn't place any bets
Well, you
on
to,
sports.
that's to be fair, like you get so into them anyway. Could you imagine if you had money riding on it? Oh
Yeah,
my God, you'd be a
I just don't need
nightmare.
to. Yeah, I've never bet on sports. Never had a need to.
Don't start. You would never go back.
Yeah, yeah, just yeah,
I
no
was
need.
did it. Do you remember my sports bet from when we were in Vegas?
It was the Spurs.
Yeah, it was the Spurs,
Oh, that's right.
and
You guys did. I didn't go with you guys. I remember you guys doing that.
I bet that they would win 58 on the dot, which would have been
Yeah.
like a dumb payout, but it would have been pretty good. With like a month and a half to go, they were disqualified. Like they couldn't get it, and I was like, "Oh, this is a fucking lame bet." And then they went on a winning streak, and they literally ended up like one or two away. So it was the most annoying version of that bet you could possibly do. I was so mad. I think they were legitimately one away, but also I was disqualified for over a month. Like, granted, it's a dumb bet, but to get that close and have none of the fun of it was so maddening. I also did get the Bucks over though, which I think that was the first or second Giannis year.
Oh, you did Bucks because who was on the who? Why did you do the Bucks? There was somebody on there, wasn't?
I don't know. I'm just gonna say it was Giannis, even though
The first year
even though it
he didn't
probably
do
wasn't.
anything. Yeah.
I mean, they ended up winning by I had cleared that one after like 2 months into the NBA season because they dominated. They went way over their overline.
The Bucks also back then the Bucks coach was Jason Kidd, and he's not a great NBA
No,
coach.
this is before that.
If it, well,
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Why'd you go
I don't
Bucks?
think so.
Bucks is such a weird choice.
I'm pretty sure I had to go over like 22, and it was like they got like 50.
No, he was there. That was his first year. That was his first
Oh,
season,
all right.
2014. Yeah,
Is that when we went to Vegas? Do I have my timeline
yeah,
right?
14. Yep.
Huh. All right. No, anyway, back to the tasks at hand tonight. So we're talking wrestling. We're talking Pantsman. What better way to marry the two up? We got to make Pantsman into a professional wrestler tonight. What a win for him. He's now going to have a whole brand new career by the end of tonight. So I've tasked you guys with a number of aspects of the pro wrestling world. Are you guys up for the challenge? Do you think you can pull it off?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, Muscle V, you don't even think that Pantsman can like function physically. How do you think he's going to be a pro wrestler?
This is a build your character in 2K, WWE 2K.
Yeah, but you still have to like use Pantsman as your
Yeah.
template.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. We're gonna have all the T-shirt sales, and it'll all be good.
All right. I'm very concerned you don't understand the concept at all. So, Boo, I'm going to start with you, even though you're our current acting czar. So your job is to assign Pantsman what his entrance music would be. So entrance music, of course, the most important aspect. Like it's how you get introduced. It's how you do run-ins. It's how you like interrupt a promo. It's a very important part of pro wrestling.
I think so. You know, I went back and forth. Like, would he have an original song? Would he have a song already made? I think he would have an original song. I think it would be like Bray Wyatt-esque, where it's very, very creepy, like creepy noises, and in like a whisper, you'll hear
I don't know
just in
if
like.
I don't know if that didn't pick up on Mike or you just didn't say anything.
Yeah. I didn't hear it.
No, that's good. It's good. It's going to be a very faint pants in the background. It would just be like pants,
Oh, okay. That did not pick up. It just sounded like you cracked open a beer.
Yeah.
which is okay. It's that's totally fine. It's gonna be like a creepy background noise and just people saying pants in the background.
Pants.
Maybe yeah, maybe it will be like old people voices or like I don't know, like they'll say pants in different languages. Like it will be very creepy.
That's fun. I thought you were trying to do like the sound of a pants opening. Like,
No.
like you're doing a terrible zipper noise.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I don't know how to write that down. I guess I'm gonna say pants whisper.
Yeah.
Great.
The name of
Um,
the name of the song will be called Creepy Pants.
that's perfect. Why didn't you tell me that before I wrote something down?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, if you're gonna do original songs from now on, you have to give me the title pretty early. That's
That's fine.
vital. Creepy pants. Oh, what do you think, Muscle? Do you think creepy pants works for him?
I don't think so. So I think Pantsman wants something he can sing to, something he can be,
Do not go to that loadout. It's real hot.
Okay. I think it's something that he can be happy, happy with, kind of walking out there, meeting his fans. I'm gonna go with Kokomo.
So you went like a happy Corbin kind of style.
I think
Yeah,
Pantsman's gonna be pretty happy going out there, be like, look at me.
So
again, I don't think Pantsman's going to be happy about any of this. So that's what I go with this character.
interesting move with Kokomo because I think of the four of us, Pantsman likes it either the least or second least, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Like Muscle V, where do
But-
you land on Kokomo?
Last.
Even though it was like a crucial moment of your wedding.
It's you guys all sing it every single time, and you guys are all annoying, is why I'm last.
When you say you guys, it's just me and Boo.
And
Pantsman's
Pantsman
never
does-
sung it.
He does
Outside
sing
of
it.
outside of
He
your
does.
wedding, he's never sung
No,
it.
does.
he does sing
That's
it.
not
Yeah.
true. Yeah, he's gonna
He does sing it.
Literally never. He'll back me up on that.
Okay.
All right, Kokomo. Hey, what? I was going to ask follow-up questions for later down the line. Never mind. Yeah, I don't agree with that pick at all either. I'm actually a little closer to you, Boo. I don't know if you call this an original or not, but I'm gonna have him come out to enter Sandman. But anytime they say the word Sandman, it's gonna be Pantsman. So someone's just gonna say pants over top of sand.
I mean, I think that's a good idea and all. I have to be quiet because my brother just yelled at me. But I think
Your brother will be fine. This is a wrestling episode. Cut a promo on his ass.
the bigger issue is that there's already a wrestler who uses Enter Sandman, so that's
But
gonna
no
get
one,
really.
no one uses enter Pantsman.
I don't think that's the best idea.
Is that Sandman that comes out to enter Sandman? I honestly don't
Yes.
know.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it is.
Makes sense. They're totally different songs, though. One's about a guy. One's about the Sandman. One's about the Pants Man.
But it's the same song, you're just changing Sandman to Pantsman.
Yeah.
Get it wrong, get it right in the middle. Yeah, the Pants Man, he come. Yeah, that. It'd be perfect. And it would actually just be Pants Man saying the word pants every time they said sand. It would be casually saying it too. It'd be perfect.
Is that on the recording, or is he just saying it like as he's walking down to the ring?
Oh, I like the live element. I think that's good. Yeah, he'll do it live. Good
Okay.
call. That makes it even better. Thank you for helping me win that round.
I wouldn't say that.
Perfect. Okay, Boo. Next order of business. Any good new wrestler is probably going to come out with someone to help get him over. We need a valet for Pantsman. What do you got in the valet department?
A very creepy looking midget will be his valet.
Okay, absolutely not PC. Thank you. A very creepy looking midget. What is wrong with you?
It goes with his eventual character, but yes.
Okay.
Surprising that Boo said that, because I had Hornswoggle.
Well, I would not say. I don't think Hornswoggle is creepy.
No, I wouldn't say creepy, but the reason I went with Hornswoggle is because of the years of experience.
Oh yeah, no, he's Hornswoggle's a good pick. He can help.
Yeah.
He would actually fit personality wise with Pantsman. You're gonna have to tell me more about this creepy midget. You're gonna have to describe him in detail for me to
I
buy into this.
I can't really do too much of that because it's going to give away the
You
character.
can uh okay, is there a particular actor or someone you can think of playing him?
No, I would go to the midget wrestler, one of the midget wrestling federations, and just find a good
Like you're
midget
saying
wrestler.
creepy. Is he like grotesque or has he got like a hunchback thing? Or like are we faking that he looks creepy and he's actually very normal?
It's no, it's more of like Paul Bear style.
Oh. Okay, so
Yeah,
he's acting creepy. He doesn't like look
yeah, yeah.
particularly creepy.
No.
Okay.
He's acting.
All right, I'm slightly more on board. Again, you
Yeah,
can't call them midgets, but whatever, that's fine. I guess in the wrestling world, they still do probably say that from time to time.
there's still the midget wrestling federation, so they would
Is
go
that
to the
is that still the thing?
yeah.
Oh, that's very problematic. Hornswoggle is very fun though. Big Hornswoggle fan.
Yep.
He's been in a little. He's a little too overused, and at least when I was watching wrestling, but he was always fun.
He's pretty great now. He's not in WWE, but the show he's on, he's pretty great.
Okay, you can tell us what show he's on. It's not
It's
any
a
personal info of yours.
it's AIW.
Okay.
It's a local show.
Yeah, there's a lot of local. It's fine. It's okay that there's local shows. You can watch AIW not from wherever that is. Okay, I'll just move on. So my pick is, of course, his favorite person ever. She's a human wrecking ball. It's Amy Sedaris. Of course, that's his valet. Boo, you must have a thought on this.
I mean, I guess like you're saying. I mean, well, I guess I'll hear more, but you're basically saying that his wrestling character is just him.
It's his dream person, definitely.
Okay, I also just don't think the fans would react well to Amy Sedaris.
I don't. She's got like trashy girl in pro wrestling energy. I think she'd fit in just fine. She's not wrestling. She's just like going around being a crazy person. And she's helping him do the pants thing. So they're both shouting pants as they come down the ring. Come on, this would be perfect.
Yeah, I don't
She's
see it.
probably a little hammered. When she distracts a referee, she distracts him like aggressively. Come on. You can't picture this at all?
Nope.
Not for wrestling. For if this was outside of wrestling, 100%. But I just don't think this would fit in with the WWE.
No, this is the squared circle. Well, first of all, no one said WWE, but that I probably should have asked that. Are you guys
Yeah.
both pitching WWE characters?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, so am I. So you're still wrong, but it is a good point to set the scene for these guys. What do you think? What's wrong with her, Boo? Why wouldn't she work?
Because wrestling fans don't like people like that. They don't even like when celebrities come on in general. They don't know somebody that just wouldn't fit into the wrestling world at all.
Why wouldn't she fit in? I don't understand. I don't get this. What are you
She
saying? She?
Wrestlers don't like comedians. They don't like that kind of stuff.
What are you talking
Man,
about? Why don't
wrestling,
since what?
wrestling,
Johnny Knoxville
yes,
just had a wrestling match. What are you talking? Is he a comedian?
yes, he is, and all of and everyone online is saying how it's such a joke and how they're making fun of wrestling by doing that. Hardcore wrestling fans are pissed about it.
They are making fun of wrestling, and it's fine. Wrestling's very fun to make fun of.
I don't think this is a good
Love
call at all.
love pro wrestling. It's
I
very fun to
also
make fun of.
I also my other thing is like haven't I mean maybe we'll hear more, but it doesn't sound like you've given Pantsman a character as much as he's just himself.
Yeah, he's put first of all. We're early on characters. I know you're going hardcore creepy, but you've got Kokomo and Hornswoggle over there. You're worried about my character?
His because well I don't know. It just seems like Pantsman has more of a direction. I mean not Pantsman. Jeeves has more. Nope. The Muscle V has more of a direction in the character than you have.
I don't know how you could possibly have assessed that based on these two rounds, but okay.
Yeah, your character has
Uh,
no direction at all. Jeez.
Thank you both of you.
You're
All
welcome.
right, well maybe the finishing move will help. What do you got? A vital piece to any pro wrestler is their finishing move. It's the statement maker. It's how they finish a match. It's how they finish a segment sometimes. Hopefully it looks cool, but it's got to be effective. What's your finishing move?
Okay, so even though this doesn't have to do with his character, but anyone who knows um, um, Pantsman knows that nothing he does looks cool. But he will do the finger point of doom, but he will have supernatural powers. So when he pokes the
I'm
finger poke of
sorry.
doom,
I'm sorry. Should we just do the gimmick and finishing move together, maybe?
yeah, we probably should. So Pantsman is a sorcerer, and he has created this
So
the midget.
what?
Yeah,
What?
he's created the midget wrestler from his magic wand. Like he made the person. He's not a real human. He's a midget that he created from his magic wand. And then when he takes his finger and pokes people, he electrocutes them, and that's how he wins matches.
I
Now he
don't.
he couldn't have made this midget like okay. He was like you said what? You said he was super ugly, right?
No, he looks like Paul Bear.
So he's super ugly. But out of his own creation, he couldn't have made him look like semi decent.
Well, here's the thing.
No,
In
it's
this
it's
role,
it's it's evil magic. Everyone knows that evil magic has a price.
well, here's the thing. This is going to be the most interesting part. Knowing Pantsman, Pantsman does
Okay.
not Pantsman does not speak. He's silent.
That's a super confusing use of Pantsman.
Yeah.
You've
The,
taken
the,
probably his most noteworthy attribute and erased it, so he has no crutch.
the
Right?
midget does the midget does all the talking for him.
I love that actually. Um, Good use of little guy. What it's a male midget, right?
It's a they midget.
Okay, but it's a they that identifies as male.
At one point, yes.
Okay, great. Um, Interesting use of LGBTQ. Did I get them all?
LGBTQIAA2.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a joke or real. I'm
No,
very
that's
bad with
real.
those ones.
That's
Did you
real.
say IA2?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to do some googling. I have no idea what you're talking about. Um, that's cool. That is a fun use of that, I guess.
For the
sounds
record,
sounds wildly irrelevant to the story, but whatever.
I know what the I and the A stand for. I don't know what the two stands for.
All right, what's the I and A? Because I think that's a good use of our time. What's the I and what's the A?
I is intergender, which I don't know what that means. And A
Okay.
is asexual. A is asexual.
Oh, they get on the board?
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense. Oh, we used to think Pantsman was asexual.
we did.
It's pretty fun. Fair enough. Okay. Again, I got research to do apparently. Anyway, what was your finishing move's name?
Um, it's called the mist bow.
It's
I
called the
was about to
Mist
say it out
Bow.
loud. No, no, I was about to say it, and then I realized how creepy it sounds, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's called the mystery finger.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
The the mystery finger, which is where he pokes someone. You said the finger of doom. Who's that a reference to? I don't know that move.
The finger picker do when Hulk Hogan just poked Kevin Nash and Kevin Nash fell and Hulk Hogan became the champion.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't recall this moment.
It
I do
pretty
love
much
Kevin
killed
Nash though.
pretty much killed WCW because it was so stupid.
That is pretty that's why they lost the wars. That's why you had to go to
Kansas
Raw.
Kansas is now beating North Carolina.
That's what that's the expected outcome, right?
I would say so.
Like,
There's
Kansas
still
was
a lot.
number one, right?
Yeah.
All right, so quickly sum up his gimmick in 3 words because that was obviously too much to write down.
Three words.
Yeah.
Mystical finger poking
I-
genius.
I'm not writing this finishing move as mystery finger, and that he's the mystery finger poking genius. Also, none of that describes the electricity that he supposedly has, which I don't know how we're gonna. I don't know how we're gonna represent that in a wrestling match, but whatever.
Well, we'll figure it out. We got time.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna write sorcerer, I guess, which was the first nonsense bit you said. Okay, Muscle V, you got to have something a little more sane, right?
Yes, I do.
Great.
So for the finishing move, we all know how great of a move the Stink Face was when Rikishi did it. Now imagine a semi-tall, skinny white boy doing the Stink Face.
I like semi-tall as a description for Pantsman.
I mean, he's probably shorter than all the other wrestlers, but yeah, his finishing move is the Stink Face.
I don't think so. Not in today's wrestling. They've gotten a lot shorter.
Yeah, they have. They really have.
He's
Have
got
they?
a ton of height on like AJ Styles, for instance.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
AJ Styles
definitely.
like 5'8" or something. You're right. And then
What's his gimmick to go with
yep,
that?
gimmick. So
Wait, are you calling it the Stink Face also, or have you given it a slightly different name?
calling it the Stinky Face. Stinky
I like
Face.
that. I like that much better than the mystery finger.
So the gimmick is a happy hipster.
So
So
just happy Corbin.
nope, he was down in his luck. He was down in his luck last year.
He
Nothing.
went to Vegas.
He went to Vegas, except for instead of winning big at the casino, he joined a hipster cult and became a hipster.
Is a hipster? I mean, it probably would be in pro wrestling, but is a hipster called a thing?
I
Do
think
those
so.
exist?
Yeah, you gotta ask the hipsters.
No, you don't. You could know if they exist. You could know that a cult exists without asking people.
That's false. You have to ask if there's a cult, and then you have to ask if you can join it. They don't
Okay.
advertise it.
That's not always true with cults. Okay. The happy hipster doing the stinky face.
Stinky Face, yeah.
Boo, do you still feel good saying that he has a complete character that makes tons of sense? Or do you regret everything you've ever said?
I don't regret it, but it really does feel like you put no creativity into this one.
What are you talking about?
It seemed like that from the beginning, and then it clearly went that same direction it was going. What do you mean?
I think this is an amazing character. All right, Jeeves, what do you got?
Real quick, I just think happy hipster could use some work. Okay. So he for my guy, he's still the pants man. I'm just leaving him with that gimmick. I don't want to change his name or anything. But his finishing move is the depantser. So that's where he's gonna drop the guy's pants and then push him over and then get him in the Boston Crab where he continues to try to take off their pants. Because he's a supervillain who steals people's pants. He's trying to collect the entire roster's pants and hold them hostage for a later date. Now tell me that isn't a great idea, Boo, you idiot.
That's creepy
So
as
again,
fuck.
yeah, it's actually ends up being creepier than mine. But
Definitely.
I think the biggest issue is again, Pantsman does not like to touch people enough, especially if he's doing his actual character, to be able to do all these moves you have him doing.
He's not like you. He can touch human beings.
There's no way if you told him he had to go out and touch random dudes every single mind you,
And
this is
take their
Pantsman.
pants, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way he would do that.
Oh, he's stealing their pants.
Yeah, I don't see it.
To hold them hostage to make a lot of money on the back end. Guys, it's a classic supervillain tactic. You lower supply, and then guess what? You raise demand.
So he just sells the pants bag?
I
Yeah.
just think Pantsman's too lazy to be a supervillain.
You had him being a mystical sorcerer. What are you talking about?
All he has to do is point.
As his finishing move, he still has to have the wrestling match. Or is that his whole move set? Is the point?
Depends on the day.
Just that's the point.
Oh my god. Yours is getting worse by the second. It's crazy as fuck, but it's getting way worse. What's his name, by the way?
That's the one thing you didn't put in here. You didn't put name. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
I thought it would kind of be obvious, and it turns out with booze, I have no idea what you would call this thing. You've really built out the creepy little person character. Who what did you say? Was he trans?
No.
You said he just formerly was a man? Was
No,
that
he's gender non-binary.
okay, yeah, sorry. Is that what 2 is?
Who?
I really should learn this stuff.
Um,
Anyway, I feel like that character's really been developed much more than whatever this guy's name is.
his name is PM 3030 and no one knows what any of it means.
His name is PM 30303030.
Just like an Elon Musk
Yeah.
type of thing.
Did you just see a commercial for 30 for 30?
No, I'm still watching the basketball game.
Okay, like commercials don't show up for basketball games. PM 3030 3030. You know you're a
Yep.
crazy person. You're horrible with names. You know that, right?
It's a 1 point game, but yes.
Every single time that you've had to come up with a name on the show, it's been 2 letters and then a random string of numbers.
Oof.
Okay, great. All right, Boo. What's the Pantsman's pants specifically? But what's his whole attire? What's the look for him?
Black.
I'm sorry. What's PM 30303030's look?
Black shirt and a black dress shirt.
I asked you specifically what's his pants, and you told me in detail what his shirt was.
I thought it said attire next to it.
Yeah, but you still have to tell me what his pants are.
I told you. Oh, did you not hear me? Black pants. Black dress pants.
You didn't. He didn't say that, right, Muscle V?
I said it.
He did say that. He said black everything.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But then you specifically described the shirt.
Yeah.
So it's black dress pants, black shirt, black suit, or no
Yep.
suit, black blazer.
No suit. Yeah, black blazer.
Which one are you going with?
Black blazer.
Okay, great. Has he got a tie?
No.
All right. Yeah, great. Muscle V, what's the happy hipster looking like for us?
Yep. So his entrance when he's walking down the ring, he's wearing a robe, a nice looking robe. When he gets into the ring, he pulls the robe off and he's got shiny shorts.
Oh, that's good. At least you're using the show canon.
Yep.
None of that reads hipster. I don't. Maybe shiny shorts do. Is that reading hipster? I don't think that's
He's got
reading
like
hipster.
a beanie hat on too.
Okay, there we go.
maybe tight shiny shorts. I don't know. I don't know what hipsters wear.
I would not describe this in any way, shape, or form as a happy hipster, but it's at least drawing an image. That's at least something.
Yep.
All right, the pants man for me, he's gonna obviously be wearing pants, and then he's gonna also be like he's gonna have pants on both of his arms, and he's gonna have pants on his head. He's just gonna be covered in pants, as many pants as possible, and he's gonna leave the ring after he wins with another pants around his waist. That's like his title belt, is the pants he stole.
Yeah, if you're looking for votes, I don't know if you're gonna get any.
What are you talking about? I have a perfect character. You guys have both made nonsense happen, and I've developed a perfect. Do you want me to recap everyone's characters real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Boo, just make sure this sounds correct. He's our pants man is going to come out. I'm sorry, PM 30303030 is going to come out to the song "Creepy Pants," where people just creepily whisper pants in multiple languages. With at his side is trusty creepy midget who is gender non-binary. Who I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just also chanting pants. Ready to perform at any given moment, the mystery finger, because of course he's a sorcerer who can somehow shoot electricity, reason unknown. He never talks. He's too busy wearing his black pants, his black shirt, and his black blazer. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, the only thing I would add is just that the midget does all the talking for him.
I'm sorry. And the midget. What's the midget's name? Do we have it?
Oh, no, so the midget doesn't have a name. Part of the
Okay.
act.
You're an absolute psychopath. Non-named creepy midget, gender non-binary, does all of the talking.
Mm-hmm.
Is that better? Okay, perfect. And Muscle V, you have the happy hipster whose entrance music is Kokomo. With him, as always, is his buddy Hornswoggle, prepared at any given moment to do the stinky face in his robe and beanie until he takes off the robe to reveal the devious pair of shiny shorts. Does that sound correct?
That does sound correct.
And of course, the correct answer, is the Pantsman himself coming out to enter the Pantsman with his trusty sidekick and Wrecking Ball Amy Sedaris at his side, ready to strike at any moment with the Depantser so he can steal yours and everyone else's pants so that he can hold them for a much higher price at a later date. Pants, pants, pants everywhere. That's what he wearing. Obviously, that's the correct answer. Mine sounds way more salient than yours two answers.
I don't think so.
Probably can't make a poll of this, can we? It's too specific.
It's very, very specific. I was just thinking that, but then we would get like 2 people that know anything about wrestling to vote, and that would be it.
Yeah, that's they'll just be like, what has happened
We would be
here?
lucky with 2 votes.
Yeah, we couldn't have anyone vote this properly. All right, you know what? We'll let Pantsman decide whenever he returns.
Yep.
All right, Boo. Do we have any twitchy cues before we get on out of here?
Not tonight, unfortunately.
Okay, just to be clear, we still have to end this match, so it doesn't end the show early just because you don't have any questions.
Yeah, no, just letting you know we don't have any questions tonight.
All right, great. Well, then we have to go and figure out. We have to do another bonus segment. Actually, it's our first bonus segment ever, I think. So, Boo, I tasked you right before the show with thinking of a time where Pantsman was himself. What do you got for me?
And
I
Pantsman
didn't really
was
know what you
himself.
meant. Yeah, I didn't know what you meant by that.
You know exactly what I mean.
No, I
Pantsman
don't.
he's a unique person, and every once in a while he has a real Pantsman moment. You know what I'm saying. Hit me with your favorite.
No, I really don't know what you're saying.
Yes, you do.
Then Muscle V can go first. Hopefully he understands more than I do.
So I would say, if I'm thinking this correctly, a real Pantsman moment was when we were in Vegas at the pool, and
Absolutely.
Pantsman
This is
was
the
on
one you
like
should have said, Boo.
what, beer 6 when we were
No,
on 2.
no, it
No,
was not. It was. It wasn't that bad.
we'll tell the story.
He was on beer 3 and we were on beer 1.
No, tell the story in full.
No, it's not. I don't think it's a good story. I'm not the right
I've
person
heard you
to tell it.
personally tell this story 400 times. What do you mean this isn't a good story?
Yeah, but it's not like a good like Pantsman. I also can't do that loud right now. That's why. But
Okay, what's a good Pantsman story then?
I can't tell any more stories. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys without saying it. I can't.
You can tell
talk
the
anymore.
story. It'll be fine.
I-
What are you talking about?
No, I can't.
Your brother will understand. We're
No,
wrapping
he
up the
won't.
show.
It can't be me. It's gotta be Muscle V.
Why do you fear your brother suddenly? Does he have the finger of doom? What is he able to strike you down with lightning? Also, what does he do? What time does he have to get up? You don't have to answer that. All right, Muscle V, why don't you do your best version of that story, and I will correct you as needed, since Boo has been rendered silent, apparently.
Well, we were in Vegas. We were at the Flamingo, I think.
Yeah, I think yes,
We were
yeah.
at
It's where we stayed.
one of those hotels over there, and we decided to go to the pool as one does in Vegas. We got a bucket of beer. I think it was 12 beers, if I'm correct. Um, Went to the pool. We started drinking, all having a great time. And I think Pantsman's like, "What number of beer you guys are on?" Because I'm on like, I think he was actually on 4, and we were on 1.
Yeah, we were all just sitting poolside, and we were just casually sipping a beer.
Yeah.
And the day was young. We had planned to do some work, Actually, it was all. I think Boo specifically was really hyped to get hammered that day. But it was still early, so we were getting into it, and all of us were at one. And I think he looks over to us, right? And he's just like,
Yeah, he said, what number are you guys on? I think we all said 1.
and he goes, "Oh, that's weird. I'm on three," and then proceeds to meet some females. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Which meeting anyone for our group at the time was very unusual. Oh, I just got obliterated.
Okay.
Boo, does that sound like what you remember?
You guys missed so many details, but it's okay. I'll tell the story another day when I don't have to be this quiet.
Well, just tell us
We
which
still we
details we
still hear
missed.
you.
What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah, you can be this quiet. It's
You
fine.
you missed him going up to random guys that we thought were gay,
Hmm.
and they were not gay.
Are we
Um,
sure? I don't think we've locked that in.
Yeah, we're not positive
no,
on
we,
that.
we we don't know for sure. You missed the three of us at one point talking to the girls, but Muscle V still standing by himself until we made him come over. Um,
I don't
yeah.
actually remember that part.
Yeah, I don't remember that part either.
First it was me and Pantsman talking to the girls, and then Jeeves came over, and then we look over and Muscle V's just standing there, and so finally we made him come over.
I mean, it sounds right. I
Yeah,
do. I remember me and you sitting at the pool. Was it the three of us sitting just like at the edge of the pool?
You were
at
passed
one
out
point.
for most of it, I think,
No, that
Jeeves.
was later. So that was a,
No, that was later. That was later.
yeah, because that's a good. Actually, no, that's me and you, right? That just comes stomping through
Yeah.
the pants man passes out, right? And then we walk in and just stomp on his head.
No, 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 no. Me and Muscle V were passed out, and you and
Yeah.
Pantsman with us up.
Oh, wait. So why were you? When did you guys go back? I'm so
Different
confused.
day, different day. It was a different
No,
day. It was the
just
next
remind
day.
me of all the details. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not. I'm really gonna have to go in a second, so I will do that another day.
All right. So, well, I mean, we're about to all get out of here. Relax. Um, I am not going to tell the full story because it's too good, and Pantsman should be here for it. But just the most Pantsman-y moment ever is when we had broken into a house, and when we should have left, he was in the middle of he told a guy to I'm sorry, we were in the wrong. Well, instead of hurrying, proceeded to wash his hands before he left the building. It's the most Pantsman thing of all time.
Yeah.
And you were mad the whole time because we broke into a house. Muscle V.
Oh, I heard you. That shows not to comment.
Okay. What was that, Bill? I know you have to whisper, but
No-
what was that?
Nothing. I'll say it later.
Okay. What is going? You sound like you're in an abusive relationship now. This is crazy.
No, that's not why. I'll just say it later.
Okay. Um, I guess we got to dip into the other bonus segment while we wait for Muscle V to die. Uh, I just wrote down best and
No,
worst pants.
I can say what I was gonna say. And what I was gonna say is that I don't think we should be telling stories like that could get us in legal trouble.
Why can that get us? That was over 10 years ago.
You still broke into a house. I don't think that's the type of stuff we should be sharing with our fans.
We didn't break
Mm.
into a house. The house was open.
Dude, first off, you didn't even go into the house. I don't know why you're digging a hole for yourself.
She was on the porch. It's equally bad, right? Look, it wasn't our best work, all right? I don't think we. I'll have to look into the statutes of limitations, but I think we'll be okay. If not, Muscle V, you have to cut this, or you get our producers to cut it.
Okay.
Also, like the guy doesn't know us, so I don't think it would be a problem. Well, anyway, so the next segment is best and worst pants, best or worst pants. I guess we'll interpret it that way. So, Boo, do with that as you will.
Best or worst pants?
I would say the worst pants are probably corduroys, and the best pants are probably shorts.
Uh, I don't. Or shorts aren't pants. Those are different items.
They're short pants.
Is that the full name of shorts?
Yes.
I don't. I honestly don't know if you're joking or if this is real. I have no idea. And I would
It's
ask you to
real.
look it up, but I wouldn't trust your answer anyway.
No, I don't think shorts are considered pants though.
Short pants.
It's funny though. I was just
Short
shitting on
pants.
I was shitting on corduroys today as well. Our daughter was reading corduroy, and I was like, corduroys fucking suck. I didn't even like the books as a kid because I hated the pants so much. All right, Muscle V, how about you? Best and or worst pants? What do you got?
Um, Worst pants, skinny jeans.
I disagree. So I have a pair of skinny, at least skinny-ish jeans, but they got the stretchy waist, so they're actually much nicer than my non-skinny jean pants.
Okay, if you don't have the stretchy
Yeah.
waist, I think they're the worst pants.
No,
Yeah,
most skinny jeans, that's the whole point. Most skinny jeans have the stretchy waist so you can get
yeah,
into
they,
them.
they they figured out that tech.
Yeah.
Must be new technology.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. All pants should have this tech. I don't know why pants don't. You got any bids for best pants?
Um, I like a lot of pockets. I'm gonna go khakis.
Oh, like a real tactical pant.
Yeah.
Great. Those have to look khaki. I don't think I wear khakis anymore. I also used to think khaki was the material. I had to get corrected. So my worst pant ever. I had these. I don't know where the fuck they came from, but I had these jeans that instead of a zipper, they had 5 buttons.
What?
Yeah, it just it was a fucking button down pant. It was crazy. And like at first it was like, oh, maybe that'll be okay. Maybe I can like unbutton a button and do my business or something. Oh my God, it was so much less practical than you would have guessed. Like it was really, really fucking impossible to button all 5 buttons. Like
So every
you
time
could
you went
get,
to the bathroom, you had to unbutton all five.
yeah, there was no way it didn't work to unbutton like 3. And even if you did, you couldn't button back the bottom one. You had to button them like bottom to top, or it was physically impossible.
What?
It was a goddamn nightmare. Well, all right. Before Boo gets electrocuted or whatever the fuck's going on over there, why don't we go on and go around the horn and get out of here? So, Boo, what do you have for us today?
Kansas is about to win the championship.
Great. And what would Pantsman say if he was here?
Who the fuck cares?
That's what he would say.
He'd
That's
say,
probably pretty close.
he'd say, "Go Kansas."
There's no chance. Okay, Muscle V, what do you got for us?
Don't buy pants with buttons. What are you doing?
I don't think I bought him. I think it was a gift. It was a horrible one.
Don't accept it. Don't
I
reject it.
didn't know. I thought maybe it would work. It does not work. Do not do it. I agree. And I just want to thank all of you if you're still with us tonight. Hopefully, you'll catch us tomorrow night around 10ish. We're not sure yet. And if not, find us on the streams. We got the YouTubes, we got the Twitches, we got the Facebook lives, or not live, I guess, in this case. Find us. We're out there. Until then, we want to remind you wrestling's okay, and Pantsman is probably horrible at it. Cod Daddy's out.